Justin Trudeau, Peoplekind, and the Canadian media. Here's how I know for sure that the Canadian media is not doing its job. I returned from being in the US for a month. No, I don't enjoy Canadian winters. And I dropped in on some friends for a glass of wine and some catch-up conversation. "How'd you like that Peoplekind incident?" I asked. "What incident?" they replied, looking somewhat perplexed. It took me a few seconds to realize that they really did not know what I was talking about and had never heard of the Peoplekind gaffe that put Canada in the forefront of the news around the world. Unless you were hiding in a cave somewhere or the Canadian media was not reporting this, then how could you not be aware of how Trudeau had once again made us a laughingstock around the globe? Must be a one-off, I assumed. Wrong. A couple of days later, over breakfast with some friends, I dove in for the Peoplekind poll. "What's your reaction to Trudeau's latest gaffe?" I inquired. This time my friends knew about the bimbo eruption, but they had a revisionist history version of what actually occurred during the 45-second exchange that took place between Trudeau, our great feminist PM, and a young woman asking an earnest question of her admired leader. In their version, the young woman corrected Trudeau. Yes, that's right. The young woman corrected the feminist PM and told him that we say Peoplekind rather than mankind. After all, Trudeau would never, by his own admission, interrupt a woman while she's speaking to mansplain something, as this is simply not what feminists do, don't you know? It really is too bad that we have 2 more years, assuming the drama teacher does not get reelected, where we will have to hold our heads high while the rest of the world laughs at us. And in 2 years, Trudeau still has plenty of time to make a mockery of our great nation with his off-the-cuff remarks and comments that are symbolic virtue signaling nonsense and often nonsensical, like this latest one. With a media that does not report on their benefactor, they do so enjoy their government handouts, and a very, and I mean very, disinterested and low information voting public, I fear the worst. Peoplekind, get ready for a rough ride ahead. Jihadi group therapy sessions, carbon tax, a budget that will balance itself, expensive vacations to exotic islands. But the veterans, they're asking more than the government can give, don't you know? Because those jihadis, you can be sure, will be taking Canada to court at the first opportunity for wrongful something once they figure out that there's a pot of gold for terrorists in Trudeau's Great White North.